Hey everybody, it is Mackenzie back again with another video for your story time. Let's see, we're still on our Cam Jansen Mystery of the Carnival Prize, case number 9, and we are picking back up with chapter 6. Cam and Eric ran to the dime toss. The booth was surrounded by children who were taking turns throwing dimes into the cardboard. "Hey Freddie," Cam called, "I want to talk to you." "Not now, I'm busy." Cam and Eric watched the children throw their dimes onto the cardboard. Not one even came close to winning. Then a girl wearing a red baseball cap gently tossed a coin onto the cardboard. It slid and then stopped inside the circle in the center of the cardboard. "I win," the girl said, and she smiled. She had braces on her teeth. There were only 2 prizes left. "I'll take that one," the girl said, and she pointed to a little toy monkey. Freddie gave the stuffed animal to the girl, and she walked off with it. Then Freddie picked up the metal pot. He reached into his pocket and took out the wooden spoon. "Don't bang on the pot," Cam said. "But why not? I have a winner," Freddie said. "There's something odd about that middle circle. Both times I was here, a dime suddenly stopped inside of it. Maybe there's some jelly or glue on it." Freddie took his broom and swept the dimes into the box at the edge of the cardboard. The winning dime didn't move. Freddie pushed harder on the broom and swept it into the box with the other dimes. Cam felt the top of the surface of the cardboard. She told Eric and Freddie that it was smooth. "You know," Freddie said, "now that I think about it, it was odd. Every winning dime was inside the same middle circle." Cam sat on the ground in front of the booth, and Eric sat next to her. Cam closed her eyes and said, "Click." She told Eric, "I'm looking at the children who won the dime toss." "I remember the first girl who won," Eric said. "She was standing in front of Donna and Diane at the refreshment stand. She was the girl who said she had a lucky dime." Cam said, "Click," again. She said it a few more times, and then Cam opened her eyes. "I was looking at the pictures I have in my head of all the winners. That girl with the lucky dime didn't just win once. She won 4 times. And she wore disguises. She wore her hair long, she wore it in braids, she wore sunglasses once, and she kept changing hats." "How do you know she was the same girl?" Freddie asked. Eric said, "Disguises like that can fool some people, but they can't fool Cam's mental camera. And every time that girl smiled, I saw the braces on her teeth," Cam added. "Excuse me," a tall boy said, "you're in my way." Cam and Eric moved. The boy sat on the ground, and he reached into his pocket and took out a dime. The boy was wearing sunglasses and a dark blue rain hat. The boy gently tossed the coin onto the cardboard. It slid and then stopped right inside the middle circle. The boy took the last stuffed animal as his prize. As he walked away, Cam looked straight at the boy and said, "Click." Freddie swept the last few dimes into the box. Then he sat next to Cam and Eric. He was holding the box of dimes. "Well, that's it," Freddie said. "My booth is closed. I've given away my last prize." Cam wasn't listening. Her eyes were closed again, and she kept saying click. Then Cam jumped up. She started to run towards the schoolyard gate. "Come on, Eric," she called. "We have to catch that boy." Ooh, something's happening. Chapter 7. "Wait, Cam, wait," Eric called as he ran. Eric caught up with Cam at the gate. She was standing there looking in all directions. "I lost him," Cam said. "I don't know which way he went." "Well, what did he do?" Eric asked. "That was the 4th time he won at the dime toss. He wore a different disguise every time, but it was the same boy. And when we ran after Debbie on that bicycle, we passed him and that girl. They were talking to each other. They're in this together." "So what?" Eric said as he started to walk back into the schoolyard. "Wearing a disguise isn't a crime, and we can't chase after every kid who wins a prize." "But Eric, they must have done something wrong. How else could they keep winning?" Cam walked with Eric into the schoolyard. As they walked, Cam closed her eyes and said, "Click." "Watch where you're walking," a boy said to Cam. "You almost bumped into me." "Well, what are you doing?" Eric asked. Cam's eyes were open now. "I think we should look at those dimes," she told Eric. Cam and Eric went back to the dime toss booth. Freddie was no longer there. They found him near the refreshment stand. He had just given the box of dimes to Mrs. Benson. "May we look through those dimes?" Cam asked Mrs. Benson. Mrs. Benson gave Cam the box. "Look at this," she said as she took out a coin. "This explains why that boy and girl kept winning." Freddie looked at the coin, and then Eric looked at it. "It's shiny," Eric said, "and it's lumpy, but how did a lumpy dime help them win?" "It's not a dime," Cam said as she looked through the box. She took out a few more coins. "Look," Cam said as she peeled the face off one of the coins. "They rubbed some aluminum foil over a real dime, and they glued it to a round metal slug." "But how did that help them win?" Freddie asked. "Come on, I'll show you," Cam said. She gave the box of dimes to Mrs. Benson. Cam kept the fake dimes and walked with Eric and Freddie to the dime toss booth. Cam sat on the ground, and then she gently tossed one of the fake dimes onto the cardboard. It slid across the board and then stopped inside the center circle. Cam tossed another one. It did the same thing. What made this happen? Freddie asked. I bet it's a magnet, Eric said. Ooh. Cam nodded and said, when we first came to the carnival, we saw that boy leaving. He was carrying tape. You thought that he was helping set up the carnival. He wasn't. I'll bet he taped a magnet right under the center circle. Well, Freddie lifted the cardboard and he found a magnet taped underneath it. That's why I always had trouble sweeping off the winning dimes, Freddie said. But what do we do now? We have to find those two. We can't let them keep all of those prizes, Cam said. She started to run towards the gate. Eric called to her, Stop, we don't even know where to go. Let's find Mrs. Benson. She'll tell us what to do. Bum, bum, bum. So we have 2 more chapters left of this book, and I will see you again to finish it next week. All right, bye everyone, and happy early Thanksgiving.